Hey fam, welcome back to Tari's Lifestyling Vlog, and thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the eligibility criteria for a UK citizenship application. Okay, but before I go on, if this is your first time of coming to my channel, my name is Tari, and on this channel we talk about UK visas and immigration. We talk about how to safely and successfully travel to the UK and how to navigate and settle in the UK as an immigrant. Okay, so if this sounds like something you're interested in, then please subscribe, turn on your bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward. Citizenship application is actually the last step for someone that moved into the UK as an immigrant. So that's the last step before you become a British citizen. Okay, so in order to do that, what do you need to apply? So first of all, you must have been in the UK for at least 5 years. Okay, so that's the first criteria for you to be able to apply for a UK citizenship. You must have an indefinite leave to remain, indefinite leave to enter, or an EU settlement or pre-settled status in the UK, and you must have been in the UK for at least 5 years, like I said before. You must have had this status for at least 12 months. Okay, so you must have had it for, say, the last 1 year. So you must, if you have an indefinite leave to remain, you must have had that indefinite leave to remain for at least 1 year before you can apply for a British citizenship. If you are a spouse of someone that's a British citizen, you don't need to wait for the 12 months, for the 1 year before you can apply for a citizenship. In order to apply for a UK citizenship, a British citizenship, you must be over 18. So you must be over 18. If you're under 18, there's a different way for you to apply as a child. So your parents should be British citizens, and they might be able to apply for you as a child. But if you want to apply for a British citizenship yourself, you must be over 18. Okay, you also must be a person of good character, so you must not have a criminal record. And I know that there are times that some people have a criminal record, maybe a parking ticket or maybe a driving offense or things like that. If you have any of that, when you do the application, you need to disclose it and explain the reason why you have those offenses. When you do the application, if you don't disclose this information, it will be seen as deceit. Okay, so the most important thing, I think the best thing is for you not to have it, but if you do have anything like that, then you definitely want to disclose it. Okay, so to be eligible also, you should be able to prove that you want to continue staying in the UK once you've been given your citizenship. So you want to make the UK your abode, so to say. Okay, so you also must have done the Life in the UK test. So this is a test that you do to show that you actually know about the UK economy, about the UK history, British history, and things like that. So you must do that test. You must have passed it before you can apply. You also must be able to prove that you are able to speak English language. So this is really important, because if you want to be a British citizen, the expectation is that you're able to blend and integrate into the community. So you want to be able to prove that you can actually speak English and communicate in English language. You also want to be able to prove that you have lived in the UK. You want to have a continuous stay in the UK. So you need to provide documents that will show that you've actually been in the UK for such a long time, for 5 years, or you've had continuous stay in the UK. And some of the things that you can use your passport. So whatever passport you've used to travel to the UK and back, that shows the stamp on your passport to say that you've been in the UK, you can use that. You can use your bank statements, you can use your pay slips, you can use documents from your employer, you can use documents from the government, maybe like tax benefits and things like that. Anything that shows that you've actually been in the UK for such a long time, or for such a length of time, or continuously, that's what you need. Okay, again, you must have been in the UK for the past 5 years. Okay, and in that 5 years, you want to make sure that in the last 12 months, you haven't been outside the UK for 90 days. And also, you must not have been outside the UK in the last 5 years for 450 days. So say for instance, you've been in the UK for the last 12 months and you've traveled in and out of the country. If you put all those days together, it mustn't be more than 90 days. And in the past 5 years, so you've been traveling in and out of the UK for the past 5 years, if you put all the days together that you've been out of the country, it must not be more than 450 days. If it is, then you would not be qualified for this visa. So you must have been in the UK 5 years to the day that you put in your application. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? So if you came into the UK, say 20th of February 2018, you won't be qualified. You will have to wait till the 21st of February 2023. I hope that makes sense, okay, for you to be qualified. Okay, like I said, in that 5 years, you mustn't have been out for 90 days, and also in the 12 months, and also 450 days in the past 5 years. The cost of the application is £1,330. Okay, so you need to pay that when you do your application, and the application takes about 6 months. So that's the normal time frame, the normal processing time for the visa. Okay, the citizen application is 6 months. However, it could be less and it could be more. So if your application is straightforward, they don't require any documents, you could get your application processed in 3 months. But if they need more information, if something has happened, for instance during COVID, it was taking more than 6 months for people to get their documents, their application back. Okay, so to apply for this visa, there are 2 ways. You can either apply online or you can apply by post. So online, it's a bit more complicated, but by paper it's simple and straightforward. All you want to do is print out the form and then fill in all the information, bring in your supporting documents, and then submit by post. Okay, but if it's online, you fill the application online. It's a bit more lengthy. It's more lengthy than the other one, than the paper application. But again, you don't have to send your physical documents in. You have to scan them and then submit. Okay, so once you've submitted the application, you usually have a date, an appointment to go for your biometrics. So when you go for your biometrics, again, your documents, if you submitted online, because when I did mine was online, I had to go to the biometric appointment, and then they saw my documents, my passport, to confirm it was me. I already had the documents uploaded, and that was completely fine. It's really up to you, whatever process, whether you want to apply online or you want to apply by paper, is completely up to you. But you need to consider the fact that by the time you send it by post, you have to send it by post, which will take a couple of days, maybe 1 week to get there, and then it gets to their sorting office. They will sort it and then send it to whichever officer will be dealing with it and all of that. So that might be extra time for your visa, your British citizenship to be processed. So I feel personally that online application will be faster, but again, it's completely up to you, whatever you decide. A child of a British citizen automatically becomes a British citizen, okay, so which means they don't have to apply for citizenship. However, if they were born outside the country or before the parent become a British citizen, then they would need to apply for their own citizenship. So the cost for that is £1,012, and again, you have to upload documents. So if you're doing it online, you have to upload documents. If you're doing it by paper, you would have to send forth a document to the Home Office. So it's really important that we are aware of this, okay? So again, there are documents that are required. So if you're applying for any sort of visa, including British citizenship, you need to be able to upload documents. There are required documents that need to go with the application, okay? And I'm going to do a separate video for that with the documents, just so that this video is not too long for us, okay? But I thought I'll bring this information to you first. I hope this video has been helpful. It's a quick and short one. If that's helped you, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you have any questions, any video suggestions, anything you think we can talk about, please leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them, and of course do videos on them if I can, okay? But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.